So we're gonna start with brining these pork steaks. Just super simple. It's just gonna be Pepsi on them. Gonna use a whole 2 liter in it. What's up, D-Bulk? We have St. Louis style pork steaks, and I'm gonna do handmade fettuccine Alfredo. Alright. Those are gonna sit for an hour or two. Get some of that flavor into them. Break some of that protein down. Egg noodles? Yeah, D-Bulk. That would be correct. Alright, well, those go. We got semolina flour here, 1.5 cups. Gonna put 2 eggs in it. Oh, not much, Soul Taker. Just chilling, man. Just chilling. I'm gonna beat these eggs up so you can incorporate them easier. Oh yeah, exactly, D-Bulk. You got it. And then we're gonna add a little water with a teaspoon of extra virgin olive oil in there. I'm gonna start it with a fork. The best way to test is you'll see the top of this. When I push it in, it has a little spring back, so it has a little gluten developed. We need to go a little longer with it. Alright. Just ate breakfast? Right on, right on. Alright, so we'll test it again. It's got a lot more spring back. I'll be able to deal with that. Alright, now we have to let that rest for a while. You want to generally let your pasta dough rest after kneading it, so it can relax and all the glutens can get back to being relaxed and it's malleable again. Right now, if I were to roll it out, it would stick together, and I would roll it, and it would immediately go back to the way it was. Relax the glutens, hell yeah. Oh, this now Chef Ramsay. Oh, yikes. Alright, so we got that pasta in the fridge. Alright, let's clean all that dough off my hands. Now I'm gonna go light the charcoal for the smoker. We're gonna grab a whisk. We used to say that when I was in the military. Hell yeah. Trying to figure out what to get the wife for Mother's Day. Oh man, good luck. So now that we got all the butter melted, we're gonna add the flour here. And the roux you can make ahead of time, just flour, butter. Won't go bad if it sits there for a little bit of time. Alright, and this is what your roux should look like. Should look kind of like paste, honestly. And then you're going to want to cook that until it smells almost like popcorn, which will be a blonde roux, is what they call it. It's used for thickening most white sauces. Hey, I'm Italian, I know my pasta. Yeah, valid. I mean, you're a good chef, Tony. I value your opinion. We're gonna start her on the lowest possible setting. And full send that shit. So we get nice, even lines. We're going to take it and fold it in 3 and then run it through again. That's going to make the edges of it really uniform. Every time you send it through, you're going to hit it with a little more flour. Lower the setting on the roller to make it a little thinner. And keep sending it through. I know you're a good chef. I like to bust your balls. Oh, I feel that, man. I feel that. And I generally like to take my pasta to a 4 on this roller. If I go any thinner, I find it likes to break, and it gets way too thin to work with. And at this stage, you can even come through and feed it back into itself. That way you can just get a little roll going where it just kind of continuously flows through there. And then I'm going to go one more click lower. I prefer to keep it on the lowest setting, just so I don't have to worry about any tears in my pasta or anything like that. And then we're going to go on to 4, which is the lowest one I'm going to want to hit now. Yeah, a pasta roller literally makes a world of difference, man. Like, hey, what's up, Joseph? How you doing, buddy? And there we go. Gonna turn this off. Gonna lay out the pasta now in a straight line. Put some more flour on it just so it doesn't stick together. And then at this point, you're going to want to make uniform cuts in it so it's all equal length. Vibing, just ordered some pizza. Right on, right on. Yeah, I'm chilling right now, man. Just working on this pasta and gonna be throwing those pork steaks in the smoker soon. Yeah, that charcoal's just about there, getting real close. Where the hell is my... This will work. So it's important to keep all your noodles roughly the same length, otherwise your pasta is gonna look fucking ridiculous. I am making fresh pasta. So I'm just gonna line these up, make sure I'm making even cuts here. And we're gonna move it down, keep it working. And the key is make sure you keep flour on there. Remember, you're gonna boil the shit anyway to cook it, so it doesn't really matter if it gets dried out. But the flour is gonna ensure it doesn't stick together. If you make dough that is too wet and sticks together, you're gonna have a really, really bad time. Now, do you roll up the pasta and then make your cuts or individual? I even have a pasta cutter included in this roller, my friend. So all I gotta do is send the sheets through a different cutter and it cuts it for me. But honestly, the way I like to do it, if I'm doing it completely by hand, is I like to take, I don't think I even have one here. It's like a little thing that expands and shortens, right? And it's got 5 blades on it. And I just set those and then I would roll through and cut my sheets. Sounds like you've had a really bad time before. I have. I used to have to make roughly 50 pounds of pasta a week when I worked at the country club. That was horrible. Now this little bit of extra pasta here, I mean I could keep it, but I'm not going to. It's gonna be super short noodles. Oh, bitch ass. Oh yeah, man. We're taking the easy way today. We're taking the easy way. We're gonna throw the pasta cutter on there now. Grab the bowl that it's all gonna go into. Get a little more flour here so we can flour the noodles down as they come out. And on to cutting the pasta. It's been a long time since I've used the pasta cutter, so I don't really remember how good it works, but we'll find out. Oh god, that works beautifully. Alright, so yeah, there's gonna be our fettuccine noodles. Throw a little flour in there just so it doesn't stick together. Alright, Joe, so we out here cooking today, man. We out here cooking today. Throw some more flour in there. Give the noodles a nice toss so they don't stick together. Nothing is worse than you get done, you get your final product, and all your noodles are fucking stuck together. Nothing fucking worse. This is a very cultured stream. Hey, I tried, man. I tried. Everybody is accepted up in this bitch. I'm actually gonna take a sheet pan to lay all these noodles out on. I don't want them all stacked on top of each other like this, or the weight of them will actually cause them to almost like melt together again. Alright, and as you can see with them now, they're a lot more like tender, they're almost falling apart, they stretch out a lot more, they have a lot more give to them now. And we're just gonna take them, give them a quick rinse. Looks like the smoker's just about to tempt. And we're gonna use this seasoning we made a while ago, or actually it was a couple nights ago. It's just a basic brown sugar, a little bit of chili spice, salt, paprika, nothing too fancy. Take our racks here and try to lay out the meat as best as we can without overcrowding it. Alright, here we're just rolling out the second part of that pasta. I already explained how to do it earlier in the video, so if you want to go back and check that out, this is just me doing it a lot quicker without going through the individual steps. this is the setup I'm working with. Got the mic, mouse, keyboard, the PC, all fucking wired up. I don't know if you see it over right here. I have my Ethernet cable coming all the way up my stairs, behind, through here. It's it was quite an adventure to set all this up. What I like to do, I like to add my garlic to my roux. I don't know how most people do it, to be honest with you. I've seen a lot of people when they make Alfredo, they just straight saute their garlic, add heavy cream, and throw parm in there. But this is the way I've always done it, and it turns out fan-fucking-tastic. And there we go. So the roux got that popcorn smell to it, which is just where we want it. That garlic starting to give off some good smell. And now we're gonna hit it with the half and half. We're gonna turn it on high until it gets to a boil to thicken up. You're going to want to keep scraping the bottom of it. Otherwise, you're going to get the roux that'll fall to the bottom and burn. Or on the bottom, you'll get that burnt milk, or half and half, which is huge pain in the dick. Hit me Alfredo. How do I get my game screen to show on stream? Soul Taker, hit me up in Discord after stream, my dude. Oh, Cyber, that feels bad, man. And we're gonna wait to season we wait to season anything till the very end. Just especially Alfredo, because the Parmesan has a lot of salt contents in it. So we don't want to over salt it. Nothing is worse than a super fucking salty Alfredo. Man, 201,000 dabs. All right down the drain. Fuck. Yeah. I mean, you lose a little, but not too much. Normally, as you cook, depending what it is, the flavor will get more concentrated. As you cook water out and stuff like that. Alright, so we got a nice consistency to this. As it sits, it's only going to get thicker with that roux in there. So I'll give you a quick little glance of that nice white Alfredo. And since it's Alfredo, it is a white sauce, obviously. You're going to want to use white pepper. Oh, where is it? White pepper. The white pepper will make it so that you don't see little black specks in the sauce. It's just a prettier presentation for it. I do not. If this was a little shorter, this Parmesan, just a pure wheel, I would take the rind of this and just throw it right in there and let it sit in there and marinate. And it would take all, or a lot of the flavor and oil out of it. And it would put it into the sauce. Give it more of a parm flavor. Got it working, but I want you to clean it up. I feel that, Soul Taker. Yeah, just hit me up later, man. I got you for sure. Alright, and that's going to be the Alfredo. As you can see, it's still smoking like a motherfucker, or steaming, so we're going to throw a lid on it, just so that it doesn't lose too much of that moisture and become super thick and just dried out. Since we only have about an hour left on those pork steaks, that was weird. The bird just came up and landed on top of my smoker and then flew away. We're going to turn the oven on 200, or I'm sorry, 250. And then when those pork steaks come out of the smoker, they're going to go on a sheet tray. And then they're going to go in the oven wrapped in foil for another 2 hours. And I'll also show you a nice way to plate it real quick. One really nice garnish you can do with Alfredo. It should look like Alfredo, right? I mean, yeah, but there's a way to plate noodles in particular that look really good. And there's super easy garnishes you can do. Like, for example, just take simple peeler. Let me get that flat real quick. You can just come through with a peeler. This thing, oh fuck, there we go. And just make like little parm. Little shaped parm bits. And once you do it enough on the same block, you'll get that curvature to it, which looks really nice. That way it kind of stands up on its own on the Alfredo. I've been plating my noodles wrong the entire time until now. Hey Disconnected, you never know when you're going to find a nice little lady friend and you're going to want to get a little pee-pee touching. And you whip up a nice Alfredo with a little garnish and you're good to go, man. You never know. You never know, my friend. Disconnect his ass just out here. He's like, oh, this is interesting. Tell me more. Where is my box? I'm gonna salt my pasta water. So, this is what we got here, right? Normally this would be used for a fryer. Go in, scoop shit out of your fryer. I'm just gonna use it for the noodles because it's something quick and easy to use. And I'm not doing a whole lot of them, so. Just gonna take a little handful there. You're gonna want to break them apart as you drop them in so they don't stick together. You're gonna want to make sure you got that full rolling boil. Also, so not as upset. So, the pork sticks, no, they are much thinner. They're probably about a ½ inch thick, I want to say. Yeah, about 3/4 inch thick. And it's pork, it's just not a pork chop. It's got, yeah, it's a pork butt all cut up. And the way that I did it was for about a ½ hour to an hour, I brine them in Pepsi, just regular Pepsi. Pull them out, rinse them off, rub them down in a rub that I made out of chili spice, paprika, salt, brown sugar. That's looking good, man. You're gonna give me a plate. Oh, I got you, Soul Taker. I got you. And then after you brine them, you rub them down, smoke them for 2 hours, take them out, put them in the oven for 2 hours, and they're super fucking tender, man. So whenever you plate noodles, one thing you want to do is grab it in the middle, pull it up, and when you put it in the center of the plate, you want to twist it. When you twist it, it adds a lot more height to it. Then take your parm. And there you go. There's the Alfredo. Could throw some parsley on there or whatever you want. I don't have any on hand, so we're just gonna rock with that. Yeah, normally I would throw parsley on there, but I don't have any fresh parsley, so. Alright. We got the pork sticks out. This is where we're at now. They still gotta go in the oven for 2 hours. But they got a good smoke to them, already pretty tender. I'm gonna throw some apple juice in there, wrap them in foil, and we're sending them. Dark green tea, that looks so good. Yeah, it's they should be really good whenever they're all finished up. They should be delicious. Oh yeah, they turned out really well. Some of the lower ones got a little dark on the fat, but not too bad. And then they're gonna hit the oven for 2 more hours wrapped in foil, like I said, with apple juice. And then yeah, I'll take them out and upload the final pictures of them. So we made the Alfredo, got the pork steaks that all they gotta do is hit the oven